For those that aren't maybe aware of RoundNet, or more commonly known as Spikeball, it's a sport that you have probably seen at a park or a beach, where there's a little like trampoline almost that looks like it's on the ground, and you hit a ball onto it, and you kind of have rallies back and forth, kind of like volleyball a little bit. So if you've seen it, you're aware. But so kind of where this all started is I started playing somewhat competitively through our school's club program. There's a large group of people that played, and so I just kind of joined in because I always loved playing the game. And so it wasn't until like probably a couple of years being into that program where after going through the whole Boeing thing and having the computer vision experience, I kind of said, like, I wonder if any of this is possible to like track analytics and stuff for this sport. Obviously, the sport's really small, relatively speaking, and so there wasn't anything like that available at the time. There still not really is anything like it. But I kind of just said, let's give it a shot. Let's spend some time. It originally started like the first idea started during a spring break trip that was canceled. So like I was staying at home, I had nothing better to do for a whole week, and so I said, okay, let's just sit down and develop some software to see if any of these stats are trackable. Started from like a drone view of a top down, and so it made it a little bit easier. Progressively just kept adding and adding more features and stats, to the point where it was like, I think I was like a year and a half into this project of like just adding things and trying to see what would work and what wouldn't, that I kind of went along and said, like, okay, maybe there's actually something here. And it took that long to really kind of get through that process. And the other thing I'll say too is there was a RoundNet podcast that I was listening to, and they were pitching like ideas of the sport to each other on this podcast. And so one of the ideas they pitched to each other was like, oh, what if you could just like take a video of your game that you play, and then it chops it all up for you, and then like gets rid of all the dead time from the video and everything like that. And I thought to myself, I was like, wait, I literally already have like all of that technology. So like, why not just try and apply it? And so that's where that's where I brought in Kyle. I said, okay, let's make an app. I want to get this off the ground. And I think this is like a really cool idea that I think a lot of people could use, just because I knew like, if these three people who are really deep into the community like really want this, then I know other people are going to want it too.